Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. Today, I'm actually on holiday when this video goes out, but quite lucky for you, I have a couple of episodes of a tour that's going out this week while I'm away, and the wonderful Lapis has shown me around a few of her builds. Now, when I say a few of her builds, there's a reason there's going to be two episodes, two parts to this tour, because there are so many things, such as this great big awesome town hall behind me, that she has built on the server, so it takes two episodes to show you it all. So I hope you enjoy. I will now introduce you to Lapis.
Alright, well, when we first came onto the server, of course, we had like a starter hut that was here that everybody used. It was just like basic storage area, and then as we progressed and decided, hey, let's make this giant city, we decided that the starter hut needed to be a town hall, and so I just said, sure, let's make one. So I looked at a couple cool builds. I find inspiration a lot with what I want to say, concept art. If you look at concept art for like fantasy or video games or things like that. And I found something that looked a lot like the Justice League. It had like a waterway in the front with multiple like reflection pools, and then there was a big seating area up here. And that's kind of what we did, is just made a lovely town hall. And if you look at the ceiling up there, it actually is a pickaxe shape, which is the Hypermine kind of logo.
The ceiling up where?
The glass part that you can see
above
the arch.
Yeah.
So there is kind of a pickaxe that was intentional, and then
That's cool. Yeah.
There's a seating area up there that is what we call the Justice League seat. I don't know. We call it something else. The tribunal.
Why is this a sacred tree?
It is. This tree was here when we first started building, and I just saved it. I never chopped it down, and I just kept it. And it turned out to be exactly in the center of the build, just random. I didn't plan it, and when I got to this point, I was like, I'm just going to keep it, because there was a big mountain here. It was taller than what was over there on the steampunk build, and I cleared it all away and dug it down, and I just left this tree. It was random, and it just turned out really perfect to leave it here. I thought it was kind of fitting.
Seems awesome, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Lots and lots of digging when you first start on a server. I know the feeling.
Absolutely, a lot of digging.
So, is there anything in here? Is this just some woolly elevators up to the seating area?
That's pretty much all that is. I mean, we can go see that, or you can spend some time looking at yourself. It's kind of up to you.
Quick whiz up there and make sure that I don't lose my life. Yes.
And I'm looking at this, and I've noticed that the cart itself is misplaced on this, so I'm gonna have to see why it's broken.
Well, I'm just gonna have a look through the glass, and then I'll come back down.
Okay. So this is out of order. I'm gonna have to fix this.
Put another sign up. I see you've got kind of iron thrones up here.
Yeah, that's the
Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the judgment. The judgment happens there.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever have to use this area for like on-server judgments? Someone's been very bad, but it's all.
We have yet to have anybody
games.
who's been really bad. It's all fun and games. We put some of the new guys there where we gave them some grief, but it was mostly just out of fun.
Okay.
The last round of new, we gave him a ritual death, I think, is what happened there. Yeah, I'll have to repair that. That's going to be another day. I've noticed that some people accidentally use it incorrectly, and it just gets damaged, I guess. But in here, you'll find maps of all the different fun things. There's like an overview of the city. There was an original of the iron farm before it got crazy. Mm-hmm. Somebody mentioned we should have a pick monument, so I put one up here. If you have a pick that's like really important to you or has been around for a while, you can hang it up in here, like a Hall of Fame.
I was gonna put my picks up for the Nether Hub.
Oh, absolutely.
But I should put them in here instead of the Nether Hub, maybe.
Yeah, see, this way where they can see it. And if you have a banner, it would be cool to hang it on these arches, I think, so that everybody on the server can put their banner up here and hang it, just like in a Great Hall would be cool.
So anywhere up on those arches, and also at the Spleef Arena. I heard
absolutely.
Recently in an episode that I watched.
Yep, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's pretty much the town hall. There is storage down below that I built that is part of it, but it's just a storage area. And there's the community nether hub. that everyone uses.
I've basically been living in this building and in the Nether from this
Yeah.
building, so I know it like the back of my hand, I suppose.
It's
So
so cozy there for you then.
it's lovely. I live at
It's
the town
become
hall.
home. Hmm.
So thank you for building that for me. It's an awesome
Absolutely.
townhouse for me.
Yeah, it's really elaborate. I like the way you live. You've got class.
So shall we whiz to the next build you would like to show?
Absolutely.
So this is where I arrived on the server that very first day,
Yes.
and you built this.
I built the iron surround. Yes, indeed, I did. And I wanted it to be really outstanding when people first spawn into the server. So it's a 16 by 16 square, so all the spawning pad is right here. And I wanted it to be something that was pretty impressive for people when they spawned into the server to go, oh my gosh, I'm on Hypermine. You know, when you look out this way, it still looks really raw, but when you turn around, you're like, oh wow, that's a
Yep.
big thing.
It is definitely iconic for Hypermine, yes.
Definitely, it's all that iron.
So much iron, right?
And I looked at my stats. It was like over 36,000 iron blocks, I think.
That you'd crafted.
Yeah,
Wow.
when I finished this, and most of it was live streamed. Some of it was on YouTube, but most of it was a live stream because eventually you're just like, oh look, another iron block. Oh look, another iron block.
Did
But
you do
it's
it in layers, or did you do like the front face first and then match it up?
I kind of did. This actual front was a secondary edition. I cleaned it up a lot. I knew I wanted to have some sort of balcony so that when new people came in, there could be like Wooly up there greeting his minions,
Or the cow?
or the balcony cow who somehow found its way up there, and I just put a name tag on it so it wouldn't go away.
Has it actually got a name? I can't see it from down here.
Yeah, if you go up there, it's balcony cow.
It's balcony cow. Cool.
And then Snow Crash built a 5x5 door for me. I did do minimal amounts of help, but trust me, I'm not the best at that. I hire out my redstone for a reason.
It's a good thing you've got a community full of people. So you've got builders and redstoners and
That's exactly right.
fun and gamesers.
Fun and games. So balcony cow does have a name. I don't think we can see it from here though.
We can't see it through the glass. We'll leave it. It's fine. I believe you. Balcony cow's balcony cow.
There it is, balcony cow.
Da 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 da. The super balcony cow.
Stay out there, cow. So it's 13
Forever.
layers, and since it is at natural spawn, we do have the Iron Farm Hill, which was built by Tio Lone Wolf and Drax. They're the two responsible for that madness. And it's the Daniel Coates Iron Towers design, and it works flawlessly.
It seems to be. Yeah.
The only time you have problems is if you put a door or a villager too close to it. So that's the only reason you'd have any issues.
Uh huh.
No doors allowed in like a 60 block radius or something like that.
Don't do it. Yeah, we don't mess around over here. We just come and collect iron, wool, cactus, sugarcane, nether wart, whatever it is that we need.
Exactly. Just because it is natural spawn, so all these things will grow if you're in the area. So it's nice to have it here. We call this the industrial district on the server.
It is just basically this though, the industrial district.
Well, it's this,
There's
and
a little
if
bit
anybody
there.
has any kind of like industrial build they want to do, they could put it in this area.
Okay. Okay.
We got a stable for visitors if they want to come out here, and there is a chicken farm, and there is to collect the iron. There's little railroad tracks that go around to the back that you can wander down.
There's somebody. Hey.
There's Az. Hey, what's up? He's one of our newer guys too.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll be able to go around and see what he's been up to while he's been on the server as well.
Yep, he's got something over there by the moon where it's rising that is building up quite nicely. It's going to look quite spectacular. I saw a peek at that.
Well, I'll be watching videos, and I'm sure my viewers will keep up with them too. So more of as another day.
And we have just your basic cattle breeder. This is a Zuma Void design. I put this here so that, there's food here, there's all the things that you could possibly need. We've got a slime farm over there, as well as iron, so it's like an all-in-one shopping mall, I guess you could say.
It is very good as a shopping mall. I come through the other portal, which is just out there, when I need to get some bits and pieces from over here.
Yep, absolutely.
Between the town hall and this place, the first two builds that you've done on the server, I've basically spent all of my life here so far.
Well, I hope you get to explore a little bit more than just the iron grids that I tend to put up.
I will, don't worry, I will.
All right. That's
So,
good.
where to next?
I built this about the same time as I built the canal because I wanted to have overland travel on the server. So we ended up trying to keep with that theme. And there's a boat launcher here that Wooly built that is part of this. With any luck at all, there's probably not one in there because when we did initial server tours, we kind of used them all up. But
Yeah.
I'm going to have some sort of like gentry lounge that is here so that when you come out, you can take your yacht out and just go boating.
A yachting club.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was supposed to be, is a luxury yachting club. Can you imagine it with like leather couches and a cigar bar?
Can we build some yachts down the side here and make this a little yacht harbour?
Absolutely.
So the waterway still goes round it, but we can dock here and people can build their own yachts for fanciness. And
yeah, you could add a little extra pier for yourself if you want. That'd be just fine.
I've noticed that in a few of the other members of Hypermine, they've got some nice builds of things like yachts and stuff in their videos. So I'm sure they will love to do some of that as well.
Yeah, that'd be great. So we can go out to Sea Cow Bay for a little bit if you want. There, spend a little time there.
Let's do Sea Cow Bay.
Right.
As a boat.
Off we go. A yachting we will go.
Yachting.
I'm stuck. Okay.
A glitching we shall be. A glitching we shall be. At
Let's
least you made it straight.
Let's see how fast we can crash our boat due to lag. It'll be great. So I built a canal and the little walkway along the side. And I had big dreams of, you know, if you go to a finer city that has canals, there's shops and things on the side or smaller homes. Anybody could build along here. It's fine with me.
Well, once I'm done in the Nether, I will be building things on the overworld as well. Some nice little houses, no doubt, somewhere. Oh, I've already crashed my boat because I was too busy looking around at all the scenery.
Well, there's a few places here to crash a boat. I'll leave these two.
Looks like somebody started another build on here just recently because that wasn't there the last time I looked,
I think that might be as is, so that might be what's over there on that far horizon. I haven't been to investigate too much of it.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
No, spoiler. Does he need a spoiler wall? Let's peek at it. But this, the intention of this is supposed to be when we were out building the, what am I going to say, the Guardian Farm, that the workers needed some place to come onto shore and to relax and do their thing. So I figured, okay, if you go to a wharf or a dock district, there's like a pub, there's some apartment houses, maybe, you know, a diner or two. And then on the other side, this is like the darker side of the bay, and then that's the resort home side of the bay. So that, you know, you've got the working district and then the upper crust on the other side.
I nearly bought that house over there.
Did ya? Well,
He wanted too much for it though, so I told him to stuff it. I'll make my own.
Property values for him are a little high, but
A little high, yeah.
I have two lovely additions over there that if you need a rental home, happy to comply.
I particularly like the little one on the left.
The pink one?
Well,
Or the tiny fishing shack?
I wouldn't call it pink. The one on the left.
All right, so the beige.
Yes, that don't pink me. Thanks.
Not pink.
More purpley. That's fine.
All right. So these would be like apartments and things for some of the workers, and maybe there'd be a restaurant or something down here. I haven't really got that details out. I've just got the structures up.
Good place to start, though.
Yeah, and I'd really thought to just continue it all the way around, and then even on the other side of the canal, I'd put some like dock shops that would be on the boardwalk. But you know, there's only so many hours in the day, and eventually you just got to quit building and do something else, and you come back to it. It's just how Minecraft is.
Yeah.
All the fun.
You've got lots of shopping areas around on the server, and people are starting to build shops around.
I love it. I love that there's commerce for everything, so that it is, you know, it's a natural progression for any kind of city. You're not just going to have a house, not just a business, but you're going to have shopping districts. You're going to have the whole aesthetic of it is if you're going to go to a city, there's going to be more than just one thing.
Everyone's been going mad for the new name tag shop that's been installed in town.
That's great. I haven't been over to see it. I see the tag, and I love the way that turned out. The pixel art for that is, the sign is lovely.
Very good, yeah. So these...
we have, we've got oceanfront property. Got a couple houses.
Very designer indeed.
Well, you know, if you go to the oceanfront, everybody has that white trim, and the best I can do is this nice birch. So we've got a kitchen area, living area.
Do like the drapes. Very nice.
There's no running water yet, though, so you still have to do the necessary things outside, apparently. But there's sleeping and a nice view of the bay, which is, I try to, you know, capture the feel of being on the water. See all the activities in Sea Cow Bay, all the squid activity. Squid Watch 2015.
It's a special sport. Yep.
It's a special sport. I saw 27 squids today. It was amazing.
I do like these little lighting things you've got here as well. Little chandelier light things.
Oh yeah, they turned out really well.
And it's so simple, and yet it's so perfect.
And I think at one time I was like, oh, I'm going to replace those with sea lanterns once we get the farm running, and I just haven't been back to do it.
I think they're better off as they are, with maybe hidden lighting somewhere instead.
It turns out okay. And the glass actually, if you used a white glass, it would actually refract a little bit and give you a sense of a lighting, when in fact it may not be light. This one's a little tighter. It's a little more compact. We got a kitchen area. Still got some supplies in the kitchen. You got a sleeping area up here too. Whoop, about fell over. This is a luxury bed. This is a double bed. And you got a nice patio to look out on the back side of the bay.
See, this is nice. Nice views, but nothing built over there yet. Is that...
You know, there's room for
yet?
expansion. Room for expansion. It could be a luxury home there. You never know. Or a shopping district. Depends on what you want.
Or a zoo or something.
A zoo, absolutely. Some days this server is a zoo. You just never know.
The kitchen design's pretty good as well.
Yeah, this is my first foray into using a little bit of a different level for things, like the doors, to use them like cabinet doors.
Yep.
Pick up a little bit of a design aesthetic. Zuljan, who is our founding father, of course, uses all kinds of cool stuff for his builds, and take a little inspiration from him to try to do some of that. So, learning as I go. Each build gives me a little something extra.
It's very nice, very nice. Sea Cow Bay.
So, this is the LL Property Management building, and it's very steampunk in nature, and involves gears and water and steam and kind of the aesthetic of industrial busyness that you can see all the things that are working.
It makes me think that the first part of industry on Hypermine was steam powered, and
Absolutely.
since then everything else has been built up around it with all glass and steel and all that kind of stuff. But this is kept as an origin and still used by those bureaucrats who love it. Yeah.
My office is upstairs. That's right. So we have an actual steam engine on the side of the building that's exposed. It kind of gives you all the power for everything that works. If only we could get real gears to turn. I thought it would be really cool, because the gear that it's sitting on would be neat if it turned, and then on the back side there's an actual another wheel that it ties into, and there's gears on the side. And
moving parts in Minecraft.
How cool would that be?
It would be amazing.
Yep. So my door had some grief that with the fire there were some things that got damaged, so I'm going to have to rework the red button on that a little bit. There is another redstone way up that's like a redstone elevator that's snow built for me, so that people can come in. If they don't want to take the stairs, you can ride it from the outside. There's a way.
We should make it executive only and make them take the stairs.
Well, at one time I had such latency that I couldn't work the iron doors and things on most of the server, and this actually tried to kill me several times, so we put in a second contingency layer that would pick me up and move me, and I was like, thanks, now that I have better internet it's not nearly as bad. But there's balconies throughout that you can go out and see and look out over the top of everything, and
it's a great place to view the city from.
It is. And there is a telescope up here too that you can see, and if you're brave you can climb out on top of the telescope and see almost all of it. This is the office building where all the land contracts should be signed.
Very good.
And there's the storage facility up here, and my personal executive quarters.
Executive quarters. Oh, I see.
There's a balcony again here, so you can overlook all the people, see all the things.
All the little people running around doing their daily work. And Mayor LL just standing here waving every now and again on the balcony.
Hello, my followers.
Queen wave.
Hello. I can't. I'd have to do it with like a steak would do. Steak is a queenly food. Sure, it's great.
Sure, yeah. Why not?
That's great. Yeah. So here's access to the actual steam engine. There's a way up. You can actually go stand on the top of the steam port. If you wanted to go see all that, you can, and that's actually one of the better views on this server if you wanted to do any kind of long distance things.
Should we go and have a look? Let's go and have a look.
Oh yeah, let's go. You can see all the world from up here. The only better vantage point is on Snow's pinnacle. You got the. I tried to make it look like smoky steam coming out with glass because I didn't have any silk touch shears to do anything. And
That's good.
sadly, it's not taller than Wooly's tower, although I really tried.
Did Willie's Tower come first then?
It did, and by
Okay.
the time I got here, I was like, I'm done. I'm not building it any taller. I'm done.
Yeah. And then he put the W on the top to make it even taller because
Yeah,
Wolfie
'cause
had built another tower that was bigger.
it was close, and he can probably raise that up, just rebuild it every time somebody builds a taller tower. He's just going to get an extra tall W. It'll be funny. But again, the lightning burnt. I had all this in this dark oak, so anything that's the dark clay now has all just been replaced.
Oh,
Had to do
lightning.
some repair work.
Well,
Had
these
s-
old buildings, they're not built to withstand these
yeah.
kind of things, are they?
I had to get some slate shingles instead of wood.
Especially being so high in the sky and having a little antennae thing on the top that's attracting lightning.
Yep. I tried to make it so it was safe for flybys. I don't know if we're going to have any airports on the server. I suppose that could be next in our industry area somewhere, maybe.
Well, I know one of the new members to the server who's a very keen builder and does that very artistic builds. So
Yep.
I'm sure there'll be lots of things like that.
Absolutely.
And I'll try my best to make something that looks half decent at some
I'm
point.
sure it'll be fine. Anything that you want to do, it'll be fine.
Okay, so that's all we've got time for this episode. But next episode, some more of the wonderful things that Lapis has built on the server. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in next time.